Hello to our community group teachers and leaders. This is the teaching series extra for Sunday, the 19th of August, 2018. And we're continuing in this teaching series on being community, taking this one verse from 2 Corinthians 13:11, and looking at the characteristics of community. What does it take for community to be the real deal? And so we've looked at joy. I think it's worth looking at your community group with an honest eye and say, are we joyful people? There's enough negativity found elsewhere. We don't need that. We need the joy that comes to us only in Christ. The second characteristic is maturity. We are to challenge one another, that we would continue to grow up, that we would continue to become until we completely become like Christ. And so today, with teaching for August 19th, we're talking about encouragement. Just an illustration, you can use this in your community group if you want to, and that's one of the purposes of this teaching series extra, is just to give you a little bit of my vision for the message, but then also to maybe give you some additional material. We refurbished 2 houses in Houston that were damaged and nearly destroyed after the hurricane of last year, sent 2 teams down. And a friend of mine who went on one of those teams brought me back a coin. So he knows I'm a coin collector. But working out in front of one of the houses, he found a common penny. This is a 1980 Lincoln penny. Nothing special about it except it's been through a hurricane. He said, isn't it interesting? Here's this little coin, and it's different because of the storm that it's been through. So arguably, this coin is worth exactly what it was before, a penny. But in another way, this coin is valuable, more valuable, because of what it has been through, what it has experienced. So you are of great worth in God's eyes, but God is going to put our lives through a process. He is going to introduce people and events and circumstances into our life that in His goodwill He sees as necessary to make us more like Christ. And isn't it interesting that the richest times of our discipleship with Jesus come through difficult times? And we can often lose sight of difficulty makes me a better disciple of Jesus Christ. And so this is where encouragement comes in. This is where we need other Christ followers to remind us when we forget that God has us in a process of becoming more like Jesus Christ. And so when somebody faces discouragement or depression or a difficult situation, we encourage, we infuse one another with courage and encouragement that we need to keep on going when we don't feel like we can. So maybe you want to use this illustration of a penny, or maybe you have an example from your own life of a time that you went through a difficult time, and you came out the other side worth more than what you were when you went in. May the Lord continue to bless you, and I would say this too. There are going to be people in your community group on Sunday who are going through a difficult time. May you be aware of the people around you. May you be sensitive to the Spirit. And as a leader, take that initiative to encourage others. As always, it's a privilege to serve alongside you. Any way I can serve you better, please let me know. God bless you this week. Bye-bye.